Good morning, good morning. What up, Facebook? Good morning, IG. How's it going, everybody? Good morning. It's your girl Sheree Robin, and I'm tired. I am live and living color this morning, right? On this wonderful Tuesday morning after the new year. It's on and popping. We all got our goals. We are set and locked and loaded this morning. And I'm exhausted this morning because I have been writing. Oh my gosh, give it up for the writers, give it up for the writers. I have been writing, right? And today I am really I'm really focusing on this fiction component. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. So this is right. I want to take a moment and say good morning to everybody, but also I want to see who's out here, who's writing fiction. Because this right here, guys, this is for my fiction authors. Good morning. I focus a lot. Ooh, keys losing. I focus a lot on nonfiction authors, especially in my course that I teach. But I've been writing for the last 2 hours. Oh my gosh. Good morning, cousin. Good morning. Type that in the box if you've been writing fiction or nonfiction. Make sure you say good morning and let a sister know what you're working on. Because for me, I focus a lot on nonfiction writing. Hey, good morning. I focus a lot on nonfiction writing and helping nonfiction authors, aspiring authors, and entrepreneurs who want to tell their stories, right? That's a large part of my business. The editing component really being helpful in that area, helping people who don't normally write learn how to write, people who are professionals in business and administration and nursing and health and all these other areas that don't require writing or don't really do any serious kind of writing, literary writing. All of these things, like this is the part of my business that's really helpful for entrepreneurs. But we cannot negate the fact that a sister started off being madly in love with poetry and fiction. So, and that my deal with Simon & Schuster for the sequel to my novel, Candace Rain, which is my baby right here. Candace, you gotta check Candace out with her thick stuff. She a thick joint, right? So for Candace, the sequel is Prince's Homecoming, and that is a fiction novel. So I am working on this, right? But this is, and I say this all the time, that writing is a socially acceptable form of schizophrenia. And this is really to my fiction writers out here. Y'all, we crazy. We crazy as hell. I know for a fact, this is how I knew I was crazy. Like I knew I was a little crazy before because I would be driving, and this is when I was writing heavily into fiction. I've been doing a lot, like I said, a lot of nonfiction writing before. Now I'm doing a lot more fiction writing, right? Oh, yeah, crazy. Okay. I knew it when I would be driving and Candace would say something to me like, yo, cuz we need to get this taken care of. And I got to make sure that, and I'll be driving like, you know what, Candace, you was right, girl. You right. Let me handle this for you. Let me get you where you need to be. And it was Candace and that buck wild sister of hers, Marcy. Marcy always jumped at me all the time. I would be in the shower. Marcy would just be talking to me, right? The other day, now I have been not putting off. I'm not going to say putting off. I have been so blessed. I'll say that. And so favored in my business that I've been helping hundreds of nonfiction authors all the time. For the last almost 2 years, 80% of my clients have been nonfiction authors, which is phenomenal. I love every minute of it, right? Showing and getting people how to tell their stories. But I have neglected my own fiction writing. Now, I've helped and coached fiction writers along the way, but I have been not spending as much time with my fiction writing as I should, right? So those of you who read Candace Rain, I want to put your hand up in the air if you've read Candace Rain, right? If you haven't, you should go ahead and grab you a copy. The link is in my bio. I'll put it on my Facebook feed too, but the link is on my IG bio, so you can grab your copy of Candace Rain. But if you've read Candace, and let's get a shout out for all the Candace fans, you know that Candace is a single mom, and she has a baby daddy. And her baby daddy name is Prince. Okay, she had a child when she was young. Her kid's father's name is Prince, And the sequel to my novel is Prince's Homecoming, because Prince finna come home from jail. Now, there's a lot that goes on with Candace as a person, as a mother, as a human being, as an employee, as a big sister. She just is a full, well-rounded person, right? She's a whole person. I try to develop her as full as possible, right? Okay, there we go. I try to develop her as full as possible. Now we're in a place where Prince is coming home, and I have not spent a lot of time on this manuscript. So let me tell you about the scary stuff that happened to me the other day. Hey, good morning. I wake up, and Prince, I'll put it like this. Prince woke me up. Now, I don't know if anybody else thinks that that's the most insane thing in the world, but on Everything I Love, her child's father woke me up the other morning and was like, yo, what's up? And I woke up like this, excuse me, sir. And he on everything I love in my subconscious mind, wherever that character really, really exists, was like, all right, what's up? Bruh, what's good? Let's do this. And I'm like, okay, now I'm up. Now this is when I knew I was crazy. I'm awake now. I'm fully conscious and I'm awake. And I'm like, okay, Prince, what do you want from my life? And on everything I love, the man starts talking to me. The man starts talking to me. He was like, listen, I need you to set it up. So when I come home, I'm coming home and I'm not playing no games. And this is what I need you to take care of for me because I'm not playing. And I was like this, all right. I don't even want no beef with you. I don't want no beef with you as a character. I don't even want to fight with you. And this is really happening in my mind. This is how I know I'm crazy. This is how I know I'm all the way crazy. And I'm so okay with that. I'm so okay with that as a writer. And my conversation with you this morning is really, has that ever happened to you? And this is why I said this is to my fiction writers, because you nonfiction authors are like, no, I don't need nobody. Don't be talking to me. I write my story. It's my story. That's fine. As a fiction author, though, as a fiction writer, though, you know that you are creating people out of thin air. Like you are making these people. So when you spend time and you know your people, you know your characters, do they talk to you? And I will almost go far and bold enough to say, if they're not talking to you, you don't know them well enough. If your characters are not up in your grill and they're not having conversations with you, then I feel like they're not your real friends. Like they're not your boobs. They don't, thank you. They're not, you don't have no real relationship with your characters. I think that is so vitally important, to know who they are, to know what they want, and to know how to bring them fully to life. I know who Prince is. I know what he wants. I know exactly what the man wants. I'm fully aware because I've spent time with him. Because as a character, I developed him. And this is just a tip for you guys as an archetype, right? He is this man. He is this full, massive, huge, beautiful black man, right? Prince is fine. He's good looking. He's strong. He's muscular. He's dark skinned. He's got a full beard. He's been incarcerated for the last 10 years. Prince this big, right? Prince swole. So when he came up in my face in the morning, like, yo, Sheree, I already knew what he wanted. I was from, all right, Prince. I already knew what he wanted because Prince is ready to come home. And I get it. And I think that if you are not spending time with your characters, then you are not in a position as an author, as a writer, to write their stories. You're not. You're not. You need to know them. You need to know them like the back of your hand. The same way for Prince, that I created an archetype, that he is this figure. He is this massive, strong, beautiful, dark black man. This is who he is, right? So there's also some things that play into him as a character. One, that means that there's a part of him that stereotypically fits into this fear, the society's fear of him, right? Of course, he's this hardened criminal. Of course, he's this bad guy, right? So there are things that play into his character. But to slice that, to add levels and depth to him, do you know what I had to make sure that he was, outside of being big and strong, dark and loud and a brute? You know what he is? He's a damn good father. Outside of everything else, outside of no matter what he does or who he is in the rest of this novel, the one thing you can never skate on Prince about is the fact that he is a good father, period. And you know why Prince was in my face the other morning? Because he's ready to see his son, period. And I think about that in the grand scape of sanity, right? When it comes to creating and spending time and thinking about your characters, are you listening to them? Are you listening to their wants and their needs? Do you hear what they are screaming out for? You know what I'm saying? This is like, these people are really, they exist in my mind. Candace, Prince, that psycho behind Marcy, driving me crazy because she hot in the box. Like, Marcy needs Jesus, okay? It's a lot going on. And you have to know how to control your characters. And I know that I have work to do in these spaces and these places, but it was so good. It was honestly very good to hear from him, because I have been focusing a lot on Candace and developing Candace and working through some scenes with Emmanuel and, building up some stuff with Marcy. But when I tell you, Prince was like, yo, I'm not playing with you, light skin. I'm coming for you. I was like this, listen. And I'm not, we're not going to talk about the levels of crazy, but I was like, all right. Okay, I get it, So again, guys, if you're writing fiction, drop that in the line and tell me, has that ever happened to you? Have you ever experienced that kind of insanity in your writing? Because that's what it is. Because writing is a socially acceptable form of schizophrenia, because we're all a little bit crazy. One must be a little bit crazy to write a good novel. It's required. It's a part of the job. Like you can't avoid it. You know what I'm saying? Like that's just how it goes. So that's my question to you guys this morning. In your writing, and do you allow that creative space? Do you allow yourself, your characters to talk to you and communicate with you and let you know what they need? Are you open to receive those things from your characters? So thank you very much, guys. I appreciate it. Let me know. Drop that in the box. Say hello this morning and let me know if you are writing fiction or nonfiction, and if you're crazy. Are you crazy? Because I know that I claim it, I own it, I walk in it, and I'm pretty cool with that. So just being comfortable in my skin and recognizing that there's work to be done. And for some odd reason, these crazy characters have chosen me. So here I is, trying to bring their stories to life. So make sure that you grab your copy of Canvas Rain and that you stay tuned for all of the work that's going on in developing and finishing the sequel. I'm a significant amount of the way through, but I just definitely have some more wrapping up to do, and lots and lots of work to do. So again, guys, have an amazing new year. I hope that you are all happy and well and blessed and feeling great. You are crazy. I know I'm crazy. Like, I'm cool with that. He said, are you crazy? Yes. Absolutely. And that bothers me not even one little bit. So, okay. Have an amazing day, guys. I hope that you all are well. Keep writing. So side note, excuse me, this is a transition for me going into 2018, and this will be primarily my fiction focused year. I have a lot of fiction writing to do, a lot of things. I thank you. Enjoy my crazy. I claim my crazy. So that is a big thing for me, focusing primarily on fiction going into the new year because I have a manuscript to get done. So if you are part of this process, if you want to be down with the writing journey, let me know. Drop a line. I'm thinking about putting some stuff together to pull some people in, create a little small section of fiction writers who write together, brainstorm, do some stuff together. So if you're interested in that, I'd love to kind of mother hen that situation and keep everybody in line and writing as you should, because I know that I'm going through some processes and working and structuring and getting things out because there are deadlines and stuff got to get done. Okay. So I love you guys. I hope that you are off to an amazing day and keep writing, keep being crazy, and get those books done. Okay. Love you. Have an awesome day, and I'll catch y'all soon.